I'm Mungo Darkmatter, and welcome to Dark Matters. Today on Dark Matters, I'm going to show you how to make a raised garden bed frame out of 2 by 10 by 8 pressure treated lumber. We're going to make a 4 by 4 garden bed frame, and this is what it's going to look like. I'm making the raised garden boxes out of 2 by 10s, which are actually only 1.5 by 9.5 because of the way lumber is measured. These were originally 8 feet long. I had them cut in half at the hardware so that they're only 4 feet long because I'm going to make a 4 by 4 box. I've measured a mark down here that's 3/4 of an inch down, and I've drilled holes in this board already, and I'm going to continue to do that. Then what I'll do is I'll take the matching board to this and I'll line this up squared and pre-drill a hole partially into the end of this board, and then I'll come back and drill deeper into the board so that I have it into the depth that the screw will go. These holes are slightly smaller than the screw itself because you need to have the threads of the screw be able to bite into it, but you want a hole in there ahead of time so you don't split the board. The way I made this line here is by taking an adjustable square and setting it to 3/4 of an inch here, and just taking a pencil and moving the square along, and that will draw a nice straight line for you. Then I just picked a spot to drill each hole and space them out fairly evenly. You can measure those spaces if you want. I just eyeballed it. As I mentioned, I'm using 2 by 10 pressure treated lumber to build this raised garden box. You could also change the dimensions of the wood. For example, you could use 2 by 12 if you wanted the box a little bit higher, or 2 by 8 if you wanted the box a little bit lower. You could also use cedar instead of pressure treated wood. Now, some people say there's a problem using pressure treated wood for raised bed gardens because of the chemicals used in them, and they can leach into soil and so on. There have been studies done by universities that show this is not the case, and that it's perfectly safe to use pressure treated lumber for raised bed gardens, and I will put links to a couple of articles on that in the description of the video so that you can decide for yourself. I'm using 4-inch deck screws to hold the wood together. You can use any sort of exterior screw that's coated to keep it from rusting. Alright, I have 3 sides of the box on. That bottom plate's one side and the other 2 are sticking up, and now I can put the last side up on the top and drill the holes for it. Here's the final product, a frame for a raised bed garden. All we have to do is position it exactly where we want it and level it off, and we can fill it with dirt and start planting. I'm Mungo Darkmatter, and this has been Dark Matters, and whatever you do, enjoy gardening.